A co-worker consistently takes credit for others' work, or that co-worker now will not do their work and give it to someone else to do it for them, and then when they don't let me go.
Hello, corporate buddies. Welcome.
Just had to say that.
All right. Welcome to another episode of the 9 to Thrive show. My name is Mary Grant and I'm here with
Naniku Ampoma.
Alrighty. So today we're just going to zoom straight into the conversation. But before that, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, turn on the post notification button, like, comment, share. Everything, Sam. And then follow us on our personal social media handles as well. You can follow me on LinkedIn as Mary Grant Amwa. Naniku
Ampoma on LinkedIn as well.
Okay, so let's zoom straight into the conversation today. It's just going to be something simple.
Yeah. Today's episode is quite short, I think. I know we've been talking about toxicity since we started the season, or we started.
Yeah, I think that was the last year.
Yeah. And today we don't really want to, because I feel like we've had conversations over and over again about being in a toxic environment or whatnot. Today is going to be toxic or not. So we're literally going to ask or like make statements and then ask if it's toxic or not.
So you can also respond to this in the comments. So if you think that maybe we said it's toxic, but you think it's not, you just let us know in the comments. So let's get it.
Like, take the first one.
Yeah. Your manager consistently emails you outside of work and expects your immediate response.
Very toxic.
That is toxic for me. It screams toxicity. Like, why should I respond?
Exactly. Especially when it's like maybe a weekend, or I've been in a situation where my boss had told me that on a weekend I should be able to respond to work messages. I'm like, it's a weekend for a reason.
Yeah, especially on leave. Like leave days. Sometimes you're on leave and you're still working, like a 9 to 5, as if you're at the workplace. So that is toxic for me.
A colleague constantly interrupts you during meetings, dominating conversations.
They'll be like, I want to add that.
We'll say I want to add. That's like just chipping in. Let me say this. Let me say what
Before
I'm saying.
we continue.
Now only you get problems. We plenty for here. That's very toxic, because I feel like everyone should have the chance to speak their mind fully. Like, make your statements and end it before another
just
person
wait for the
in.
other person to finish before you can chip in. Your team lead takes credit for your ideas
in front of management,
not just upper management.
Hey, sister.
Me, I'll drag you out and beat you.
I'll say it there and then.
I'll just squad for you.
I'll say it there and then. I'll just chip in and be like, oh, so this lady and I were having conversations, and then we talked about it, and then we brought out this idea that,
like, they're brainstorming on it.
I'll at least give you some shine small, but I'll let them know that it was not only you.
But like, it's a huge thingy. Like, when like your supervisor wants to take credits for your work, madam, sir, did you do the work? And sometimes it's like they may not even supervise that particular work or contribute to the brainstorming session. All they need to do is take it, go up and own it.
Yeah. It's very toxic.
Yeah, I can't.
The next one is, the company has a zero mistake policy, leading to excessive stress and fear. Hey.
Aha, yeah, mistake or aha.
Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman.
You need to get things right. So like we talked about the interview aspect. Yeah, like when you go, they'll be like, this place, you should make sure that everything is accurate, everything. Ade, we all make mistakes at one point in time. Like, so you should just make room for mistakes, but like it shouldn't be really consistent or like frequently. If it's frequent, then there's a problem somewhere, maybe in case of training and all that. But like if it's just like in the corporate field, there's nothing like zero, like small mistake though. But I mean, if it happens, there should be a way to address it. But like there's zero policy, there. Like here, they don't make mistakes. No, that one there, it screams. Somebody will say, "We'll bend that look." This we'll bend that. We'll bend that ideology. It doesn't really stand to help anybody.
Yeah, that's true.
And then the next one will be a co-worker makes snide comments about your work but claims they are just joking.
Hey.
Madam.
Hey. Madam Kalabuli.
You're joking?
Madam Kevin Hart.
With my work, are you basket mouth or Jennifer's diary?
Exactly. You know, people sometimes use a joking remark to tell you their mind low key. I've done that before. You know, I've done that where I used humor to tell someone my mind because I feel like that would make the conversation lighter. But in the corporate space, it's very aggressive. People are very aggressive with that, and you feel the aggression even in the joke.
Exactly.
Even in the joke just feels outright like. It just sounds so snide. Like it just sounds like I'm coming to get you.
I know, right?
You know,
I side with you. Take the next one.
Your department is consistently understaffed, leading to burnout. A moment of silence for this one.
It's like I'm operating a lean workforce. You want to kill person. Like sometimes you could evidently see that the work is not meant for like two people to do. So sometimes when you assess the work as an employer, you should know that this work, you're killing people. And all that. So it should be looked at. So
this is toxic. This is toxic because I'm sure we mentioned it in the first in the other episode where we talked about the high turnover or frequent leaving in an organization. So that should be checked out because it could come from the employment system. The next one is management prioritizes profit over employee well-being and safety.
Like these are key things because frankly speaking, if my well-being is not prioritized in your organization, I don't think I should also prioritize your work. It's that simple. If I'm being blunt with it, because if I'm not well or if something is wrong with me, how do I put in my best for your work to be productive? So I feel it goes both ways. Make sure that I'm okay.
And I'll make sure you're okay.
You get your profit because at the end of the day, it's a profit. We are all into together. You're also going to pay me, but make sure that I'm also fine.
Exactly. You want to take the next one?
Okay. A colleague excludes you from important meetings or discussions.
This one.
But why do people do that though?
So I've just come to know that the corporate world is not all lovey-dovey. It's not all like smiles. The corporate world is an aggressive system. It's an aggressive world. And this is where the violent take it by force. You know, someone would outrightly want to take your position, or they want to just leave you out of some conversations because they feel like this is something I can do on my own. I don't need this person.
Okay.
But here lies the case that even after you've gone to collect or you've gone to bring the work, you would need me
to
execute it.
Okay.
You know, so in the corporate world, Anshisha Pro Max is the key.
Why?
Seriously, because and it all leads to asking questions and being a part of conversations. You know, when there's a meeting had and you're not part of it, go there and ask, what was the meeting about? Oh, I'd like to know so that I'm
aligned.
Yeah, I'm aligned with everything that was talked about. And that's things that I do now.
But like, what if you were sidelined intentionally? Like, they knew that they were sidelining you. How do you approach something like that? Just stay back and say, okay, and then move on with your life.
So this one is very tricky because one, it could come and bite you back in the back. You know, sometimes it will just go away plainly like that, but other times it will come and bite you when you think everything is rosy and everything has been said and done. It is when the project has been executed and then they'll come and say, oh, Mary Grant, why didn't you do this in the project? Even when you come and say, I wasn't informed.
You don't even look serious at that point.
Yes. They'll ask you, why didn't you ask questions?
Yeah. I feel you on that.
Yeah.
I'm taking the next one.
Your boss micromanages your tasks, questioning every decision. Just like I said in the last episode, if you do that, stop.
That is it. Stop. I won't add enough or anything to it. The office has a culture of gossiping and spreading rumors. It's toxic.
That's not a nice environment to be in, because time do you feel like people are talking about you or talking about people around you? You know, I said corporate gossip is nice. It's nice to know information, but choose your gossip. Choose your gossips and
I
choose
like the
your
last
rumors.
part. Choose your gossip and choose those that you gossip with.
Exactly. See, exactly. Hey.
If you go and choose a monster next time, you'll be up there explaining yourself why you said that. And I don't think you'll be able to explain. You don't have enough to say.
You don't have no evidence. You are expected to work long hours without compensation or recognition.
That's bully.
I would take my bag and get out of here.
That's bully.
Hey, what is that? You want to take the next one?
Okay. A manager belittles or humiliates employees in front of colleagues.
That is not a very nice behavior.
Like, why would
toxic.
you do that? Like, as an like let's say a line manager or a supervisor, even if I've done something bad, I'm sure there are some processes or procedures you're supposed to take me through, or like take the whole issue through.
Especially when your colleagues are a mix of subordinates as well.
It hurts.
It makes you look very worthless. Like you don't know what you're about.
I don't think you'll be able to even give instructions to the lesser.
Yeah.
Like your subordinates and all that.
The company, excuse me. Can you take that?
Okay.
Yes.
The company has no clear policies or procedure, leading to confusion. So it's like everybody's out and about.
They are not leading you through the narrow way.
Out and about doing what they want to do. Out and about trying to create their own policies and standards as and when. It's like there's no proper structure in place. They all tend to be their own bosses. And even sometimes, even if there are structures, like they want to be almost everywhere. And like they want to be seen, so they will just be doing things so it's really a problem.
I've witnessed
when it comes
things
to
like
that.
I've witnessed things like that. It's not a pretty sight at all.
So sometimes when there are no clear policies, I mean, what standard are you following as an organization? Because you run on policies, you run on structures. So if it's ineffective, your work might as well be ineffective.
So this one goes back to the team lead taking credits for your ideas. But this one is a co-worker consistently takes credits for others' work. Or that co-worker now will not do their work and give it to someone else to do it for them. And then when they don't let me go.
So like it's transfer of obligations or transfer of duty or what?
Transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma.
Of the same flower. Okay.
Oh my goodness. So that is not a pretty sight.
Yeah. The last one is management dismisses employees' concern or feedback.
That is like a very big red flag. That's so, like, it's glaring. It's so red. It's bright. You should run away. You know. And when we talk about running away, we don't mean just up and leave. Sometimes it takes plans.
It takes time.
It takes time. You know. So you should plan it in such a way that as you are leaving, you don't, like someone would say, burn that bridge. Yes. Yes. So leave in a very nice way, but leave. The most important one is that you leave a place that doesn't add any value to you as a human being and as a person. And even as if you're a finance executive, any role you are in, if it doesn't bring value to you, Otilo,
go. So like the last point, I just want to touch on it a few. Talking about management dismissing employees' concern or feedback, I think is a major thing that screams toxic environment. Because there should be proper feedback mechanism where employees have the luxury or like they have the avenue to share their thoughts on certain things, and not just the mechanism, but make sure that when they share their feedback, you actually take it. It may not necessarily be like you taking it, but like just acknowledge that and make sure that like maybe you work towards it, or you let the person know why that feedback may not necessarily work for the company at that point in time, because it makes them also feel valued. Because if I'm working in a company, I mean, I also wanted to grow while I also grow. So if I'm giving or sharing my feedback, I would be happy say like a better asupim then probably work with it, or if not, I get explanations as to why that can't be implemented as at the time that I'm sharing like my feedback. Do you have any final thing?
No, I feel like you've touched on everything. So just feel valued. You're valued. You're valued.
You are the value.
You are the value. You are the table.
When you shake, shall break.
Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share as well, because it's because of you we are here. It's because of you we are just staying every day.
Online besties.
Yes. We will see you on another episode. Bye.